Do you suffer with cramp in your feet when you're doing your ballet workouts? If so, please watch this video while I give you some tips to try and alleviate that discomfort. If you would like to receive more tips for your health and fitness, please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified when I post a new video every Tuesday. So whether you're getting cramps in your feet when you're pointing your feet in your ballet workouts or in the foot of your supporting leg, it can be a really painful experience. It's an involuntary contraction of the muscles, and we must not continue to work out when we have this cramp. But what can we do to try and alleviate it? Well, usually the reason we're getting cramp is because we're a bit dehydrated, or we might be lacking in magnesium, potassium, or calcium. And sometimes it can just simply be because you're overusing a muscle that you are not used to using. So if you're new to ballet workouts or ballet, then you won't necessarily have spent a great deal of time pointing your feet. So if you are now doing that and you're experiencing that discomfort, then that would explain why. So to avoid this happening, we need to ensure that we're staying hydrated and also that we're eating well so that we're getting these minerals in our diet. So potassium we can get from bananas and spinach, magnesium we can get from nuts and seeds, and calcium from milk and cheese. So provided we're eating these things in our diet, we're less likely to experience the cramp, particularly if we're well hydrated. It also helps to avoid caffeine because caffeine is a diuretic and that can lead to us becoming more dehydrated. We also need to make sure we're not pushing too hard. So if you are doing a ballet workout and your feet are pointed and they start to cramp, we must stop. You need to stretch out that muscle, and I'm going to show you now how to make sure that you can do that to alleviate the discomfort or prevent it from happening in the first place. So if you get cramp in your foot during a workout because you're pointing your foot, the best thing to do is to flex the foot and pull your toes back. That is going to help alleviate that tension, that contraction in the muscle underneath the foot. You can then, of course, massage the foot with your hands, but what I like to do is use a golf ball because it's nice and small to get into the parts of the foot and it's really nice and firm. So you can place the ball under the foot. So you can start off by massaging the ball of the foot, and you can do this in a seated position. You can do it kneeling to apply a little bit more pressure, or you can do it standing, but I wouldn't recommend starting there. So rolling the ball around the ball of the foot, you can then come up and roll it around the heel, and round the heel in that area, if you just come just to the base of the heel there, underneath the arch of the foot, that's where the cramp tends to start. So if it feels a bit tender in there, you've probably hit the right spot. And then you can roll the ball up the inside of the foot, and that would be where it is feeling sore if it's cramping. You can roll it around the outside of the foot, up and down, and then you can roll it all the way around. But take your time. You can spend a couple of minutes on each foot. If you do this before a workout, it can really help to prevent that cramping sensation that you might get during the workout. You can do it after your workouts if you were experiencing the cramp, or you can do it anytime you like. I often have one of these balls under my desk if I'm working so that I can massage my feet while I'm sitting and working, or when you're watching the television. So making sure that we're focusing on hydration, getting those minerals into your diet, making sure that we are massaging the foot and not pushing too hard, not overusing the feet. But the golf ball is a great investment if you want to use that to help massage your feet. If you found this video helpful, please do share it with your friends, like and comment below, and be sure to subscribe to my channel to receive new videos every Tuesday.